Me now to discuss this is the president of the National Border Patrol Council, Paul Perez. Thank you so much for being here. This looked like a PR tactic. Why do you think the U.S. is using immigration agents for protection abroad in Italy as opposed to military or federal officers?
Well, number one, they are federal officers, and our agents and officers have helped out during campaigns. They've got training in this area, so they're going out there to help out. For all the visits that are taking place for the Olympics, everything. We've got a lot of agents and officers all over the world.
Okay, these officers specifically being deployed over there to cover this is not typically in their what they would do, right? If they're Border Patrol officers?
Yeah, they're not Border Patrol, but they are immigration, and so they're out there just to supplement the federal officers that we have out there to protect and to perform any law enforcement taskings that they may be given by anybody in the federal government.
Okay, the protests abroad happening as we are seeing the protests here at home grow over the surge in immigration in Minnesota. Do you think that witnessing this overseas on a global scale could change how the operations are carried out or viewed here in the United States?
No, look, what's going on over there, I'm not surprised because the out here in where you see in Minneapolis and Portland, these agitators, these protesters, they're very well funded, very well organized, but for it to go overseas, that just tells you that they're not organized and funded as well as the liberal media that's out there spewing the rhetoric that's causing these people to riot, that's causing these people to protest. And so now that it's gone worldwide, again, you've got to blame the liberal media for actually vilifying our agents and officers and causing these types of disturbances and riots.
Okay. Border Czar Tom Homan this week said 700 ICE and Border Patrol officers would be leaving Minneapolis. The mayor there saying that not enough is being done by the federal government to really de-escalate things in the city there. Let's take a listen to what he said this week.
The drawdown of both federal agents as well as the implementation of body cameras is obviously a step in the right direction. That being said, the continued presence of 2,000 federal agents in a city that only has 600 police officers is still not de-escalation.
Okay, so since the death of the two U.S. citizens in Minneapolis carried out by immigration officials, the White House is now calling for ICE and Border Patrol to have body cameras. Do you think that this will change accountability for agents not following protocols if the footage is not accessible to the public? Will DHS have access to review them?
Yeah, DHS has complete access, but I can tell you, speaking for Border Patrol, we've had body-worn cameras. We've had them for a few years now, and so you haven't seen complaints, you haven't seen excessive use of force, you haven't seen anybody charged with a crime on our end because of what they saw on body-worn cameras. So it's not going to change anything for us. We've had body-worn cameras, and we'll continue to utilize them. We're going to continue to draw down, but we need their support in order to do that so we can protect our agents and officers that are out there.
Right, and they need to make sure that those cameras are on.
Yes. Our agents and officers have the training. They know how to utilize these cameras, and they're going to make sure that everybody deployed out there has these cameras available to them because, again, Border Patrol has had them. I don't know about ICE, and they're going to get them, but, there will be accountability on both sides. It's not just one side that needs to be held accountable. It's the other side as well.
American voters appear to be losing support for the operation. A new Quinnipiac poll showing that 60% say ICE needs to withdraw from Minneapolis. 58% say DHS Secretary Kristi Noem should be removed from her job. The president recently said that her job is actually safe, but should it be, if this is how the public feels about her performance, do you think that she needs to be concerned, and should she be concerned? And do you think that she should remain in that position?
I fully support the secretary. She's done a phenomenal job. I mean, look, what the media has portrayed, she wasn't on the ground there. She put people in charge. They were doing what, they needed to do to enforce these arrests. But the protesters, the media, the agitators, they're the ones that caused these incidents to occur. Unfortunately, our agents and officers are being portrayed in the media negatively, and that's what's causing a lot of people to come out. They're not informed about what's really going on. We're not going after U.S. citizens. The U.S. citizens that we're dealing with are putting themselves in harm's way because they're interfering with lawful operations. As far as the secretary is concerned, she's done a phenomenal job. President Trump supports her. We've never had a more safe and secure border than we do now.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.